today. From SoFi.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
You're talking about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Back to the same target, Campbell. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Parkey is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Open. The ball comes out. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. It would have been a long kick. It was prime fake field goal territory. They faked it. They got it.
So much for defense in this situation, because the natural play there is you go into what we call safe, meaning you don't really rush on that one. You almost concede if they want to kick a long one like that and make it so.
Touchdown, Rams. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It's like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. First, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through three. That was impressive.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here's Hurts to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. A nice little juke. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Now Parkey for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Hurts throw complete here to Kmet. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17-0 our score after 1. On 1st down, Hurts. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Looking to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. The kick by Parkey is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you need up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. His throw incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play when you go 5 wide?
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Again, he'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. From the 41, Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season is going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And in the second quarter, it's the Vikings who are out on top. The Vikes locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Derek Carr leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears now ready to take over again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be brought 23-yard line.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Back to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second and 1. They'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Mo Alley Cox from 8 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Yeah, the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 40 now on second down. Hurts. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Hurts. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Good footwork at the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
On the option to give to Swift here.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
2nd and 3.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw.
Quick slant to Brown. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now look at him go. The 40, the 30, 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football. 3rd down. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Bears!
Cole Kmet. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's got it to about the 40.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So now the Bears down by 2 touchdowns. 1:39 to go. Now the 4th down stop, the first of a series of events that will need to break their way. But bottom line, they're still alive. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts under pressure. They got him again. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now back to throw.
Oh, what a catch by Ayuk.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A fourth down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on third down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a fourth down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Rams, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.